Get your mind right. Get your mind right. It's a frame of mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Frame of Mind Inc. podcast. This is your boy Sambawi Nibai Jr., aka TK, along with my man Omar Williams. We call him O. Say what's up to the peeps.
What's going on, good people?
It is another lovely Wednesday, and we are here to get you guys right for the mid part of the week, going into the ending of the week. And y'all know how we do. We jump right in, don't waste no time. But before we do that, you know what time it is. It is Affirmation Wednesday. We're going to jump right into these affirmations real quick, get them in and out the way. So if you have your affirmations and you want to come along with us, you got to memorize whatever it is you want to do. Let's get this Wednesday, what we have left of this Wednesday, get it going. And for those of you who are getting a replay of this, whether it's video or audio, whatever day it is for you, let's get your day right, get your mind right, and get it going. Are you ready? Here we go. Today will be a good day. Today will be a great day. Today will be an amazing day. Today will be an awesome day. Today will be a phenomenal day. Today will be stress-free. Today will be a stress-less day. Today, I will overcome all barriers that want to block my progress. Today, all circumstances, issues, and situations will work in my favor. Today, all things will line up for my good. Today, I will become better than who and what I was yesterday. I am a go-getter. I am victorious. I am triumphant. I am an overcomer. I never lose. I either win or I learn. I take authority over this day. I will dominate this day. I will conquer this day. And everything I have spoken into this day will happen as I have affirmed, because I am more than a conqueror. Let's get it popping. So today, we have our stock trader investment podcast. Now, most of you know we started our marriage and business podcast 2 weeks ago with our intro and foundation. And then we had our guests last week who were Gary and Monica Dudley. So we're taking a brief pause with the marriage and business series and doing our stock and trade, which we do every first week of the month. Sometimes, depending on what we're doing, it may be the second week of the month. But we try to do it every first week of the month, every first Wednesday of the month. So we're taking a pause for the cause, and we'll pick up our marriage and business series again next Wednesday. All righty. So without any further ado, y'all know I step back, and stock trading investment is all my man O. So take it away.
All right, so here we go. Again, appreciate my man TK for, giving me an opportunity to speak on stocks trading and investing once a month. But tonight we're going to talk about cryptocurrency.
Oh, shucks. He threw me for a loop right there. Cryptocurrency.
Yeah, man, it's been a big deal for the last couple years. It's raising its head again because it's on another boom, and I don't know. You asked what should we do? Which way should I go? And I feel like this could help some people out. I'm gonna just give a little brief, nothing too deep, but just enough to get you started. If I use some terms you don't understand, write them down, look them up. Okay, so let's get it going. And again, if you have any questions, just submit them just to the email. And I guess you can see the email at the end of the show, right? Are you freezing?
Hey, we could pop it up right now.
Yeah, pop it up.
We're gonna pop it up right now.
Pop it up.
Boom.
Oh yeah, so give a guy. Hit an email, give a call. So here we go, good people. So cryptocurrency. Simply stated, what is a cryptocurrency? It's pretty much it is a new form of digital money. Now, some may say, well, we already use digital money, and that's true. But what separates this digital money from what we use now, when I say we already use digital money, credit cards, pretty much the bank. I don't know if you ever went to the bank and tried to get out more than $5,000, but like I was trying to buy a car once, went to the bank, and I tried to I'm thinking they got $5,000 to give me, like the person wanted cash that I was buying it from. Asked to get 5,000 out. They told me we don't hold that amount on site.
Ooh.
I said, wow. So they don't have nothing but numbers too in their system. So it's digital at this point. I mean, you got to go to their main hub to get a big amount of money. So when you see these people on the internet flashing and flossing, I don't know if that's all real.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you right now, most of that is probably fake money.
It's probably fake money. Yeah.
So, hold on. Wait a minute. No, go ahead. Oh, I'm gonna show you something real quick. You go ahead and keep on going. But but that's amazing.
Yeah.
How you go to get $5,000 at the bank and they like, oh, we don't have that.
We don't have that amount on site. I said, wow. Yeah. So, all right. So let's get it going. So what separates the cryptocurrency digital money from what we use now is the technology, and the technology is pretty much called blockchain technology. But before we get into that, let's get into the issues. So, okay, and let me just give a disclaimer. By the time I'm done this presentation, it's going to look like I'm for cryptocurrency. So if you start feeling like it's leaning, like I'm telling you you should get into it, it's probably because I'm biased and I think this is the way the world's going. But again, do your research, study, and learn about things before you put any investment in. So here we go. Let's just talk about what's actually bad with the old system. A few bullet points here. One bad thing is that payment systems such as credit cards and wire transfers are becoming outdated. Okay. In most cases, a bunch of middlemen like banks and brokers take a cut in the process, making transactions expensive and slow. There's financial inequality with the system that is like today. It's growing around the globe. And then also, as I was learning, I'm like, around 3 billion people are unbanked. Didn't know that. Or underbanked. Like people can't access financial services like we can. But there's 3 billion people around the world that are either unbanked or underbanked. And that's about half the population of this planet.
Wow.
So what crypto does is kind of gives access to people who don't have a PNC on the corner. Because here's another stat. More people got a phone than they have toilets. That's crazy.
Wow.
There's more people with telephones, man, and it probably is an iPhone, but we won't get into that.
We definitely not.
We're not gonna get into that. But let me go back to this one point when I said like the banking system as it is used now, or like the money system now.
Right.
There's brokers that take cut in the process, and it makes transactions expensive and slow. Now, somebody who really knows cryptocurrency will say, well, there's a thing called gas fees. So when you go to buying different cryptos and different coins, there's gas fees. And what's happening is the gas fees are rising. So you might pay a transaction fee that's higher than what you're actually buying. And that's an issue right now. So I know somebody will be pointing that out like, well, it's higher fees with such and such. Yes, depending on how you buy some of these cryptocurrencies. Now, I'm not going to get into how you to that, but like certain ways you buy, you have to transfer it. So you have to, so you put your regular dollar in to the broker, then you buy Ethereum, and then you transfer the Ethereum to the coin or the crypto that you're buying. I won't go into extra deep with that.
Okay. And just real quick, for those of you out there who are like, what the heck is O talking about? He's not speaking in tongues. Okay.
Not at all. Not at all.
These are actual words in the cryptocurrency world. So my high expectation, my high advice to you is to get a pen and paper or an iPad or a tablet and take some notes.
Right.
And then go back and research it.
Right. So we good, brother? Good so far?
We're good. You got it, bro.
All right. So here's some of the basics of crypto. Okay. So you know how everyday government-based currency is in reserve banks, and that you need an ATM or a connection to a bank to get more of it. Okay. For transfers and or to transfer it to other people. Well, crypto can get rid of all of these things. Okay. So it takes out the middleman altogether, right? So because crypto takes out the middleman, you can rely on the technology called the blockchain, which means it's a decentralized, meaning no single entity is in charge of it. So decentralized means there's no government issuing it out or taking it from you. Okay. There's no governing authority. It's just it's a technology that's created on a blockchain. Okay. Again, these words I'm using, if it's going over your head, look them up. Okay. Instead, what happens is on this blockchain, how it's created is every computer in the network confirms each transaction on the blockchain, which in turn creates a Bitcoin or an Ethereum or whatever coin it is. Okay. I feel like I'm getting too deep in the weeds.
Nah,
So before, okay. So basically, if we go back to one of the other shows that we did, and I was telling about going with trends, right? Like major global trends is good companies to invest in, right? And I was talking about financial technology. This is pretty much what financial technology, like cryptocurrency, is a part of financial technology. So, and I gave you the companies of Venmo, PayPal, Robinhood, and Coinbase now, and Webull are examples of companies that you can, buy and sell crypto, buy and sell stocks, buy and sell options on stocks, buy and sell gold. Like, so financial technology, if you've ever sent a Venmo to somebody or a Cash App or a PayPal, this is the wave of where everything is going. So like all these companies are actually trying to give people access to be able to access cryptocurrency, which is awesome for the regular person because a lot of these other, like, it's thousands of currencies and it's hard. The barrier to entry is kind of hard because you kind of have got to know what you're doing when you're purchasing it. So they're not making it easy right now. That's why when you see these numbers of people getting rich for putting in $200, they took a big risk and a chance way before it was even in the public eye. Okay. So for people who say cryptocurrency is not a real currency, well, let's get into the definition of I'll give 3 good points of what makes money. Okay. One point of what makes money is enough people must have it. Okay. Merchants, second point is merchants must accept it as a form of payment. Second part. And a third point, well, what makes money? So money could be anything. And my third point is society must trust that it's valuable and that it will remain valuable in the future. Okay. So that could be, there was a time where this thing called tulip bulbs. Look that up for the people who want to look that up. There was a tulip bulb bubble. So people used to use tulip bulbs as an exchange for currency. We know that gold used to be an exchange for currency. You name it, as long as these 3 things are hit, enough people have it, merchants accept it as a form of payment, and society must trust it as value and it will remain valuable in the future. Well, crypto at this particular point fits all that criteria. Enough people have it, there's merchants accepting it, and society is starting to come around to trusting that it will remain valuable in the future. Okay.
All right, we'll take a pause for the cause right here.
Yeah.
So let's just take back to point number 2 where merchants have to accept it.
Yeah.
So let's put this in perspective, everybody. So let's briefly talk about the value of the dollar. Okay. The value of the dollar, we know, depreciates over time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we know what gas was in the 1950s, 60s, 70s is not what gas costs now. I mean, my father was born in 1940. Gas then in 1940 was 25 cents.
Right.
Gas now today, like this very day,
Right.
gas is almost $4 in some states, if not higher.
Right.
Like the average gas price right now is like $2.79. The average price. Now
Right.
it could actually no, that's wrong. The average price today is about $3.50.
Yeah, about $3.50. Yeah, I bought gas for $3.29 today.
$3.50 is that's the
Right.
average price today for gas. Mind you, gas prices have changed in the past 6 months to now. That's just 6 months. So the value of the dollar is rapidly depreciating. Crypto, as we said, you know, his first point, second point being merchants need to have it. Third point that, you know, the society needs to accept that it is
Valuable.
what it is valuable. Right. I mean, we're very, 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 very close to that being. And then crypto, it's not something that depreciates. Now, it may go up and down in value being the price, but it never depreciates.
Right.
So take that into consideration, because when merchants start accepting it, which I believe very few do now, they haven't like completely turned over into crypto. But you can go to certain places where you can actually use crypto to buy something. Now, it's not like you have to do it, but they are accepting it. And eventually, as we know, with technology and all that stuff, things start catching on real quick. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm gonna let go do his thing in a minute. Remember we had the podcast of who moved my cheese?
Yeah.
Let that cheese get moved, and you're not in position to be ready when it happens. That's a whole nother
thing.
Part 2 of that. I'm not gonna get into that, but look, catch the wave, because regardless of what you think or what you want to do, we're
going that way. We're going that way.
Yeah. You got it. I'm sorry.
No, you good, man. That's good. So let's keep it going. So crypto, like Bitcoin, right, is created through a process called mining. Now, mining is not what you think, like mining. It's not like mining gold or mining oil. It's the process of mining with Bitcoin is mining cryptocurrencies involves powerful computers solving complicated problems, right? So up until 2011, Bitcoin was the only cryptocurrency. So let's think about this, man. It was a time where Bitcoin was under $1. There was a time where Bitcoin was under $1. And again, hindsight's 2020. Like who would have thought? But I guess we gotta start thinking down the line. Like we gotta start thinking down the line. But again, let me not digress. So like cryptocurrency, Bitcoin was the only crypto until 2011. Then what happened was people that liked Bitcoin started noticing flaws in it. So they did this. They decided to create alternate coins, which people call altcoins, okay, to improve a design for things like speed of how it transferred, the security of it, the anonymity of it, and more, okay? So among the first altcoins was a coin called Litecoin. You might have heard of that. If you got Robinhood, it's on there, okay? And that aimed to become the silver to Bitcoin's gold. But as we know now, Ethereum is the silver to Bitcoin's gold, right?
Right.
But Litecoin was aiming to try to be. So again, we're so at the beginning of it, we don't know who's going to come out on top. It's probably a coin right now. Let me not get ahead of myself.
Yeah, we'll pull that one back there.
Let me get ahead of myself. So, okay. So, more than 1,600 cryptocurrencies are available now, and probably even more than that. And the number is expected to increase in the future. So let me give you an example of some new altcoins. So some other altcoins other than Litecoin. Solana, Cardano, and Polkadot are examples of altcoin. Now, let me give you some prices.
And I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna be honest. I have never heard of those before in my life.
Exactly.
Never.
Now, so remember what I said? I said these altcoins were created to do what? To pretty much improve on Bitcoin's flaws, right?
Right.
So Solana is $244 a coin. Okay. Cardano, this is in real time, people, is $2.06. So imagine, what did I just say about Bitcoin? It was worth $1.
Yeah.
This Cardano is an altcoin that's $2.06. And let's see Polkadot. So you got to look at these altcoins like companies. And I know that's hard to do because this just doesn't seem like, what do you mean? We got to look at what the use cases for all of these coins are. So like we might get into a world one day where to deal with, to go to the movies, you use this coin. To go to Wawa, you use that coin. To get gas, you use this coin. That may be a world. Now, imagine if you got the gas coin. You still there, brother?
I'm still here, bro.
Oh, okay. Imagine if you got the gas coin for 50 cents in 2021. Now, the gas coin in 2055 could be $1,000. I'm just saying, just got to project and start looking to where this thing is going. Again, nobody knows, right? So let me continue. Yeah, so there's the altcoins. Now you have things like meme coins. Meme coins, for the most part, have no use case. They're literally just coins that a community of people get behind. And they can buy and sell with it, okay, if people accept it. So you have coins like Dogecoin. We saw that was under a penny a year ago and got as high as 70 cents within the last couple months. Now it's down to like 25, 20. Let me see. I'm giving exact. It's 26 cents today. But at one point, this thing was less than a penny, less than a half a penny. How many could you have bought? But it was a meme coin. So those are a little bit more risky because they have no use case. You know what I'm saying? So, and I hope people know what I mean when I say that. That's literally just me and you saying we support Dogecoin and we like it. But there's no actual use case for it. While these other ones have uses for it. Like it's bigger than just buying and selling with the coin. The coin actually allows you access to other things.
Yeah, it's highly supported with other things.
Yes, exactly. Like Ethereum, for example, a lot of these other coins are built on it. Now, I'm not going to get into the science of what that means, but what I'm saying is that you need Ethereum to create these altcoins. Some, but some don't need Ethereum. Some have their own, like the ones I named. They got their own thing. But a lot of these meme coins are created on Ethereum. Okay. Where are we at here? Okay. And now let's get into some benefits of cryptocurrency, because a lot of times when people hear crypto, they think all scam. They think, they go the negative route. Like, oh, the criminals are using it to do this, that, and the third. And again, criminals use regular money.
Right.
People buy drugs with the dollars you use, with the dollars in your pocket.
Exactly.
So here's some points of what's some benefits of crypto.
And the last time I checked, nobody got robbed of crypto. They got robbed for the money they had on them. I'm just saying.
Right. Now people do, there's scams going on with crypto. But yes, I know what you're saying though, brother.
Exactly.
Nobody can go stick you up for your crypto.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So here's some benefits to cryptocurrency. For one, reducing corruption. Okay. With great power comes great responsibility. But when you give a ton of power to only one person or to a country, the chances of them abusing it is high. For example, there was a time where the United States said you can no longer own gold. Think about that, man. Like, that's crazy. Like, they just told the people, you gotta give your gold in. You can't be, if you get caught in hiding gold or you keeping the gold, you gotta hand all your gold in. And what they did was they handed the gold in. The United States repriced it and then said, okay, y'all can have it again. So like that, just that power to do that. You can't do that with crypto.
Yeah.
Right. The next point. Eliminating extreme money printing. Okay. Governments have central banks, and central banks have the ability to simply print money when they're faced with a serious economic problem. This process is called, you've heard it, quantitative easing. By printing more money, a government be able to bail out debt or devalue its currency. That's what we see now, devaluing of currency. So like, if you hold money in the bank or your savings, if you put $100 in there today, in 10 years, that $100 may be worth 90. This is why assets are good to buy. I've talked about it before. Assets suck up money. So if they pump money into the system, any asset you have, including stocks, is sucking up all that money. That's why people's houses are worth, they bought it for $300,000 and they sold it for $600,000. Why? Printing. People don't know that stuff, but it's a good thing. You buy assets that suck up all that extra money, and then when you go to sell it, that's why it's not good to hold on to dollars. You got to get either invest them or buy something that, because a stock is an asset too. So if you notice, the stock market is not going straight up in the air for no reason. It went straight up. It crashed when COVID hit. And then the government, to help people out, injected a whole bunch more money into the system, and everything went up. Didn't we? The housing boom, right? People were selling houses for higher prices, cars, higher prices, stocks, higher prices. I even heard baseball cards was going for higher prices.
Huh. That's crazy.
So it's best to, at this rate of them printing, at this point, it's best to have things that will appreciate in value, right? My house already in a year is worth a lot more money. I did nothing to it. But we'll leave that alone. We'll keep moving on. We'll move on. Another point. It gives people control. Another positive thing of crypto, you get control of your own money. With traditional cash, you're basically giving away all your control to central banks and government. We kind of talked about that. They can freeze your bank account. They could do anything. They could do anything they want to do. They confiscated gold at one time. They can do anything they want because why? They control the money. Okay. Crypto cuts out the middleman. We talked about this earlier. With traditional money, every time you make a transfer, a middleman gets paid. Okay. It cuts that out. And finally, it services the unbanked. And we talked about 3 billion people not having access to banks, or they're underbanked. This is a vast portion of the world's citizens has no access or limited access to payment systems like banks, but they got access to phones. So it helps them out. Okay. Now there's risk also. Let's not just all talk about the great part of it. Just like anything else, cryptocurrency comes with its own baggage of risk. Whether you trade it, invest in it, or simply hold on to it for the future, you must assess and understand the risk beforehand. Okay. Some of us most talked about cryptocurrencies risk include the volatility, which means it'll shoot up 1,000 points and come back down 1,200 points. That's volatility. It's not steadily rising or steadily falling. It's going up dramatically and coming down dramatically. People don't like that. Mm-mm. People don't like that in their investments. People like steady growth. That's why like Wall Street, they don't care what's going on as long as they know what's going on. So if you're going to war, it'll crash when the news comes out. But as the war goes on, it'll stabilize because now there's more information available that they know of. So it's not about what's going on. It's the uncertainty of what's going on. So that'll give you a little pointer too of when and when not to invest also. But usually uncertainty happens overnight. We'll go look at the news right now and they'll say, oh,
Yeah.
Such and such just bombed such and such. Well, that'll affect the market. COVID, again, that we were in the middle of something crazy. So, and we saw how it affected the market, but you saw the market bounce back. Ridiculousness. How it bounced back too. I won't call it ridiculousness because people made a lot of money, and that's what it's all about. If you're in the market, I should say. Okay, so there is risk, and again, what makes crypto good is also what makes it bad. So the unregulation, like the lack of regulation, and just the lack of the middleman and all that good stuff. Things can happen, and they're still figuring it out. Like there's wallets that if you forget your key codes, like there's people that are like Bitcoin millionaires but can't access their wallet. That has to hurt. It's like they invested in it when it was $2, and it was so long ago that they forgot their access codes. Wow. So they're sitting on millions of dollars, man, and cannot get to it. And there's nobody that can get it for them because you're the only one that possessed your key code. And that's one of the negative. You get like what makes it good makes it bad, right? But again, over time, that can that's going to change. So let's, like as I just said, let's talk about these crypto wallets. Some crypto wallets, which hold your purchase, you can get it on a digital payment service like Apple Pay and PayPal. But generally, they're different from traditional wallets and come in different formats and levels of security. So there's hot wallets and cold wallets. A hot wallet is like, I have a Coinbase wallet. So Coinbase, you got Coinbase, right, brother?
Yes, sir.
Right. So Coinbase also has a wallet for coins that you can't necessarily get on their site. Okay. But they have a Coinbase wallet where you do that Ethereum swap. But I won't get into that completely. But there's my phone threw me off. So there's a hot wallet, which is like I said, I have a Coinbase wallet on my phone, but there's also wallets with it's like a hard drive where you take it off of the internet and put it on your actual hard drive, and people say that's safer. So that's called a cold wallet. People actually recommend you putting it on there than keeping it online because that's where all the fraudulent stuff can happen. Okay. And then once you have your wallet, you did I get into the meme coins? Did I name all the meme coins? Well, I'll name them at the end. I'm getting close to the end. Once you have a wallet, you can go to your exchanges, and again, the exchanges are places like crypto.com. There's Coinbase, there's Uniswap, there's Binance, which is the biggest one. Robinhood has them. Crypto.com, Coinbase, Binance, Uniswap, Robinhood, and there's a new one that I just found out about called KuCoin. Okay.
Yeah, I actually have a KuCoin account. I haven't used it.
So you know of it. I just found out about it a couple days ago.
Yeah, I've known about it for a few months now.
Okay. So yeah, I just found out about it. So so those are places you can actually buy these things. And again, if you want to find out about a coin and its market cap, so market cap means everything. Don't worry about the price of it and all this. It's the market cap that means anything. So there's a site called coinmarketcap.com, and it'll rank all the ones by market cap of 1 to 100, top 100 coins. And from what I'm learning, like I said, I'm kind of new to this world myself. I really don't invest. I'm kind of trying to learn it because I'm thinking, again, like I'm saying tonight, I'm seeing people become millionaires left and right. And it's right before my eyes. And I'm like, hold on. I don't want to miss out. But yeah, coinmarketcap.com is a site where you can see the top 100 cryptos by market cap. And from what I'm learning, they're saying just deal with the top 20, top 10. Don't get into all the other stuff. This is what they say to be safe. Deal with the top 10, but again, no risk, no reward. Sometimes you get in stuff before people are looking at it, and that's when you get, there's a guy, there's a meme coin called Shiba Inu that's big right now. Guy put in $5,000 and he's a billionaire now. Crazy, right?
Yeah. Crazy.
That's crazy. But again, that's that's this world of cryptocurrency, man. So that might be it for that's it. That's it. And again, those meme coins, I didn't name them, but there's Doge, there's Shiba Inu, there's one called Dogeline, but there's a lot of meme coins also that people are, banking money on. But the meme coins are a little bit more risky than the actual altcoins. You want to buy, if you want to really get into it, try to find coins that have a use case or a community behind it, or it's used for something that you can see down the line. You know what I mean? Like that this actually can be implemented. Like, for example, Facebook just came out. They changed their name. You hear about that?
I heard that they were going to change their name. I did.
It's called Meta now. And they want to get ahead of being like first, like the meta universe, much as like a whole nother world. You ever see Ready Player One?
I haven't. I do want to see it though.
Okay, so it's like it's pretty much the metaverse is like creating this world in the computer world. So like you could become anybody you want or any avatar, and you can buy and sell on there. So basically, Facebook is rebranding themselves to get ahead of this curve. So what happens is there's a token called Decentraland. And in this land, there's a Decentraland where people are creating in this metaverse, and they're using this token, Decentra token, to buy and sell inside of it. Well, that cryptocurrency has just went up too. And let me give you a price of that. I think the funny thing is called mana. Yeah, right.
Interesting,
TK. Interesting. We don't want to get too deep.
No, I don't get too deep.
But in July, it was 75 cents. It's now $3. But yes, the coin in Decentraland is called mana.
Gotta get some of that.
And you get some mana.
Gotta get some mana.
So yeah, man, that's my presentation for the day. Again, I hope I articulated myself well. I think we're on the ground floor of something pretty big. But just imagine, like I said, look at these altcoins like companies. Imagine you're getting Amazon at $1, because it was at one point. Amazon was like $2-3 at one time. Nike was probably $8 at one time. I mean, you can go on and on. We didn't know Jordan was going to be Jordan. We didn't know Nike was going to be Nike. You didn't know Amazon was going to turn into a company outside of bookselling.
Right.
So, the time to invest in that stuff is before. Just have a little vision, look at it, see the use case for it, and put a couple bucks on it. And that's my presentation, good people.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Dropping the sauce. Now, listen, I know tonight, you got a lot of information that came your way. But trust me, this information on the podcast, you're getting for free.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, I've always said, and I will continue to say, if you want to really get, the nuts and bolts and get some rooted stuff and really, dive into crypto or stocks and trading or investments, you got to get your O package. And how you do that? You contact us and let us know, hey, I want to get the O package. You can do that by contacting us by email or by phone. FOFM podcast at Frame of Mind Inc. Or give us a call at 302-689-3499. And always feel free to leave a message. If no one answers the phone, we will get back to you at any given time. But always feel free to leave a message. Don't just call and say, well, I got voicemail. Well, leave a message. Someone will get back to you. All right. Awesome. Good stuff. And one thing I do want to say, I want to go back to that you were talking about as far as, and it's a real quick nugget here, was when we talked about the memes and the alt. Like, I never knew that.
Okay.
Never knew that at all. So that was a note. That was notes for me to jot down, because I never knew that was what it was. Like, I'm not deep dive into crypto. Like, I have crypto and I have digital currency, but I don't deep dive.
Yeah, I never do either. But I felt like over the last couple months, I'm like, I gotta get into this. I gotta figure this out.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine that's pretty heavy into it. So a lot of his advice I've used to do what I do. And so I will say this over the past week or two that the crypto has gone up over the past 2 weeks. So I've been, and I'm gonna tell you guys this. You guys need to know this. It is much better to take out, I won't say small, but take out your lower profits that you get rather than waiting for the big bang to happen. Because over time, the low profits will add up over time. And next thing you know, you get one of those things where it just shoots up and you be like, whoa, what just happened?
Right.
And when that happens, take it out because it's going to do this and you're going to blink and it's going to do this. And I've seen that happen time and time again. So when it goes up and it shoots up, I'm like, take out profit now because it's probably going, and like literally within like 15 to 10 minutes, it'll come right back down.
Right.
So you gotta, and it's something that you gotta watch at the same time. If you're not able to watch it, there are things you can do. You can get alerts and say, hey, the price of so and so just went up, and you want to go check and see, well, what does this mean for my portfolio? And I'm not gonna get into all that because that's not my lane. I do what I do, and I know how to make money doing it based on what I do. That's all I can say. That's why we got O here to drop the sauce on us.
Right.
Thanks, O. We appreciate you. And that's our show for today. But join us next Wednesday, 7 p.m. We will have our special guest going back into our marriage and business series. We'll have Aaron and Kylie Montgomery, who will be dropping knowledge on us on the marriage and business series from their standpoint. They own their businesses together, as well as some other things they do. So I'm not going to spill all the beans. I'm going to let them tell it when they come and show. Come and talk to us next week. So make sure you tune in next week, 7 p.m. Frame of Mind Inc. podcast right here live on my Facebook page, also my Facebook group, Frame of Mind Inc. Facebook group, and on our YouTube channel, Frame of Mind Inc. YouTube channel on YouTube. And also, if you want to get the replays, if you're not a video person, you can always catch the replays live audio through Apple Podcasts, through Amazon Music, through Spotify, and catch them on there. All right. Oh, you got anything else before we leave?
I'm gonna give one quick. I'll give you a little bit of sauce. If y'all want to, you hear about these companies that are overnight going crazy. Here's a tip on being able to find a company that's about to go crazy. Go to Google Trends and type in tickers. Look at the recent tickers that are global trends for the last day or two, or maybe 7 days or last day, and you'll see tickers that the world is looking up. I'm gonna leave it at that.
And he just dropped the mic.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's a gem. That's an old package gem.
So
Lucid Motors. I saw that one. So I'll leave. If you know. Lucid Motors. I saw it before it went.
He just gave you an old package gem without you having to pay for it. I suggest you go do that, and not tomorrow. Do it now. Once we're done, do it now, and do that. One last thing. I was talking about cash. People like flossing with cash all over the place, and the bank not having $5,000 on hand in the facility. I said, yeah, people can just go buy fake cash off the internet and be flashing with it.
Yep.
Ask me how I know. Look at this.
Oh, this man.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at that.
Looks real too.
Looks real. And actually it's the same shape as real money. Same shape, color, and everything.
I got the band and everything. Oh, man.
And everything. So now I'm not doing this to tell y'all that I do this and I floss. You look at my Facebook page, I don't ever do that. I bought this for a particular reason. This right here that I bought is vision for where it is that I'm looking to go.
How much is that, brother?
This right here is $100 million.
Oh, wow. In what? In thousands or in
millions.
Oh, he okay. He ain't playing, right? He ain't playing.
So it's $100 million in $1 million bills. That's what it is. So, and I have this here, and it's not that I'm money hungry and all that. Let's get one thing straight. we know that money is what makes the world go around. And the more you have, the more you're able to do with it, not for yourself, but for others. I have a vision of wanting to do for others. And so the more you have, the more you can do. Now, I'm not going to let this right here be something that overtakes me or something that I start, being greedy after. Like, I'm going to do my due diligence and say, this goal right here is not doable on my own. I need to, first of all, be diligent, be dedicated, be committed to everything that I'm doing. But ultimately, I need to let the Almighty, be first in my life and do what it is He's going to do to help me get to this goal. Because this goal is not doable without Him. Period. End of story. Period. Now, somebody else can say, well, I'm worth whatever amount of money I'm worth. Congratulations to you. But I know where my source comes from. But I'm not going to shortchange myself. I'm like, I got the vision, I got a visual, and I'm making it plain, brother. That's all I got to say. So for all of us at Frame of Mind Inc. Podcast, thanks for joining us, guys. It has been a pleasure. Join us next week, again, 7 p.m. right here for our interview with Aaron and Kylie Montgomery for the Marriage and Business Podcast. And always continue to think it, speak it, and achieve it. And as I always say, until next time, I holla.
Thank you for joining the Frame of Mind Inc. podcast. And as always, here at Frame of Mind Inc., think positive thoughts, say positive things, and do positive deeds. As our tagline says, think it, speak it, achieve it. See you next time.
It's a frame of mind. It's what you say and what you do.
Don't forget to check us out on the web at www.frameofmindinc.com, where you can browse our online apparel store, listen to some of our original music and production services, as well as view our videos and projects we've done for our clients and customers.